Well, you know, as you started the whole drug dealing journey, I was reading how you were selling PCP in order to get some cocaine, in order to build up the money to get the cocaine, and you were kind of hustling on a low level, and then you end up getting shot at by like Uzis and automatics and everything. Can you talk about that situation?
Yeah, Cadillac Will. He's dead now.
So tell me what happened in that situation.
Well, it's crazy. Richard, who I used to steal cars with, who was a smoker, he had contacted me. He said, "Man, I know who got the best cocaine around." And I said, "All right, let's go get some." So we go over to the house, and he wouldn't let me go in the house. So he take the money, he go in the house, he get it, he come back out. We pull it off, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, this shit don't look good. This ain't right. So we take it, cook it up, put it in the bottle, and they don't come back. So we like, man, take this back, get our money back. So we go back over there. He come back out, playing games, da 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 da. So we say, all right, we know what to do. So the next night, that night, we go over to Will's house, and we cut the lock off his back gate, and we pulled his Seville out the backyard. He had a Seville that had Zenas on it, bumper kit, moonroof, everything. So we pulled it out the yard, and we took it and stripped it. Cut the top off of it. I just did a little extra work because I was mad. So I cut the top off of it, took the wheels, and the next day, we were sitting around kicking it, and then somebody pop out the alley and just start busting with 3 dudes with Uzis and just chop my mom's Cadillac up.
Yeah, I mean, last year I did an interview with this guy, Colin Noir, who works with NRA, and he took me. There's an actual gun range out here in California where they let you legally shoot Uzis and all types of automatics, and I got to shoot a few of them off for the first time. First time shooting a full auto right here. Woo! And I just remember, the amount of damage that these things do is on a whole different level. Like the amount of ammunition that comes out of this gun so quickly. Like,
they had 3 of them. We lucky that none of us got hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that you got sprayed up by Uzis and survived is an absolute miracle.
We were lucky that none of us got hit. Because it was 3 guys. They had 3 gunmen that fired at us. And we also probably lucky that my mom's car was there too. Because we was able to duck behind the car. And the guys weren't, I don't know, they weren't really all the way serious about killing us, I guess, because they could have, while we was ducked behind the car, they could have kept coming. And would have had a better chance at shooting us. But they were shooting from about 20 feet away. And we just got lucky, but they chopped my mom's car up.
And you actually met with those guys afterwards?
Yeah, one of my friends set it up.
How was that meeting?
Well, at that time, things had changed. We had got a lot more powerful at that time. And it could have been a war, Mumu was still alive, and he wanted to do something. He was like, "Fuck that. We're gonna take care of that shit. We're gonna go get him." And it could only cause more problems for everybody, and I didn't really want them problems.
So you go and meet up with one of the guys that tried to murder you, face to face. And I guess the meeting was like no guns. Each of you could bring like 2 other people.
Yeah, we met in a mutual space.
Yeah. How did that talk go at that point? How do you talk to someone that just tried to murder you?
Well, it had to be, it was a talk that I wanted to have because I didn't really want to kill him. I knew what the consequences could be because I'd been in jail for attempted murder before. One of my friends had shot at somebody and they said it was me and they put me in jail for it. So I've been under that kind of pressure already. and I didn't really want no war. You know, I was starting to have money. I had a couple $100,000, and the last thing I wanted to do was to go to prison at that point. And I think that Will felt the same way. And then find out me and Will went to school together.
Hmm.
You know, he went to Bret Hart too. We knew some of the same people. And you know, we shook hands. I took him at his word, and he took me at my word that it was over. And I think it was the best thing to happen.
Well, and you guys started doing business together after that?
No,
No,
we
that
didn't do
never
business
happened.
together. No,
Okay.
it was still a little rocky, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, we didn't think that we had to be running around scared of each other, afraid that you know, I didn't think that Will was gonna kill me, and he didn't have to worry about me trying to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd interviewed Mob James.
Okay.
He was one of the, you know, the head Pyru, the Compton Pyrus.
Mm.
He was basically the one that brought all the Bloods to death row,
Okay.
you know, to Suge.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And you know, he was just kind of explaining the whole, like, the environment they grew up as an active gang member is that
My whole thing was retaliation every time. Got to go back, regardless if it was me or one of the homeboys. If they shot at us, I went back and shot at them. I mean, retaliation, that's just the way we live.
That was the difference in me, that I always wanted to think about what I was doing. You know, what are the consequences? And I felt that it would be some severe consequences on both sides if we went at it with the Cadillac boys. Because at that time, you know, Will was probably at that time probably the richest black guy in L.A. You
hmm,
know, he's the first guy I ever seen with a Mercedes Benz. First black guy I ever seen with a Mercedes Benz. Um, and he's dead now. You know, he hung himself.
really,
Yeah, he hung himself.
wow,
Or they say he hung himself. I'm not sure. Um, but you know, he had cocaine and PCP going at the same time, so he was killing it.